Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary nobles. I'm the Beastmaster 8 here for my first stream. It's probably going to be horrible, and I apologize for that, but if I don't start now, I will never start. Well, it's not a stream, it's a video, because I tried to stream, and it annoyed me. Wouldn't let me. So, I'm doing Would You Rather by myself, because why not? Let's just get right into it before I end up rambling more. Would you rather lose your preferred hand or your preferred foot? My right hand, my left foot. Probably the foot because it'd be easier. Hey. Would you rather have the paparazzi follow you around? Reveal a different secret about yourself in a weekly newspaper column. Oh god. I would honestly hate both of these. I don't like being around a lot of people, and I don't like people knowing things about me. Um, Ultimately, I think the paparazzi would be less embarrassing. Just have really cursed pictures of me. Rather live in the world of Dr. Seuss or in the Star Trek universe? Dr. Seuss books kind of terrify me. That universe kind of scares me a bit. Next one. Would you rather watch the sad SPCA commercial over and over or watch bad workout Can I English? Infomercials over and over. Um I'd rather watch the bad workouts because at least I laugh. I can laugh at that. Ugh. Already off with a freaking bang here. Would you rather hoard or compulsively clean? I already kind of hoard. Yeah, it's like a thing in our family. Some of us don't like to throw stuff out. Rather be male with female features and body parts, or be female with male features and body parts. Um, Kind of already that one. I'm not a girl. I don't like it. Would you rather punch a pilgrim or eat an avocado? I will punch a pilgrim. I will punch anyone. Hands are rated E for everyone. Watch The Sandlot or The Goonies. This one's kind of hard. My mom really likes both these movies, and since she likes them a lot, that also means that I have seen them a lot, and I'm quite fond of both of them. But I don't remember when the last time I saw them was. I think I'm gonna have to go with The Goonies because I can remember more of that movie. So clearly, it captured more memory. Would you rather fight a shark with bear arms or fight a bear with shark arms? Okay. This is a hard one to think about. Well, I think it would depend on the type of shark and the type of bear. Because if you're trying to fight a polar bear with shark arms, I don't think it really matters. And, like, the same with sharks. Sharks don't really need their arms. So maybe the bear. I'd I'd be able to maybe survive. Would you rather always speak all your thoughts out loud or never speak at all? Not even in sign language. I mean, I already do this most of the time. That's how we get cursed sentences. Would you rather have extreme narcolepsy or a bad case of Tourette's? Continually falling asleep or be unable to control certain movements of my body? I think that narcolepsy would just absolutely make things 100% harder for me. But I think that if I had Tourette's, I could work with it. So I'm going with that. Would you always be naked or always be itchy? I would rather always be itchy. Wow. A lot of you guys do not like clothes, apparently, or just really hate being itchy. Um, Fight a bear or fight a lion? A lion, because there's more of a base to that. Because you're more likely to survive a fight with a lion than, say, a grizzly bear or a polar bear. Would you rather be malnourished or obese? I'd rather be malnourished. That's how I spent pretty much my entire life as a teenager because my appetite was non existent. It is not great. But thankfully, it's at a normal human level now, so I have maintained a good weight for a while. It should go away. Would you rather not be able to stop being serious or not be able to stop joking? As an autistic person who takes pretty much everything literally, this is kind of hard because I like to joke, but at the same time, if I was serious all the time, would I be any different? And it would still kind of be funny because people would say something and in a very serious tone, I would have to ask them what they said. Joking though. I'm gonna go with that. Would you rather have every question you've answered on this site come true, or live constantly with labor level pain for the rest of your life? I mean, I'm kind of already. It's not constant though, but the pain is not not great. Probably should stop messing with that for now. Um, mm, well, if I did everything on this site coming true, at least my life would be interesting. Right now, it is not interesting. Would you rather be allergic to babies or to elderly people? Babies. I do not want children. No, I do not want children. I am kind of afraid of infants because growing up, I was quite a brute. I am still quite a brute. And I am so terrified that I'm just going to do something catastrophically wrong and hurt an infant. So I try to avoid them as much as I can. Would I rather watch a volcano erupt or a meteor hitting the Earth? Volcanoes are more frequent and can be quite pretty, but meteors are a lot rarer. So I'm gonna go with a meteor. Would you rather eat a live gerbil or remove your own appendix with nothing but a shoehorn? Yeah, I am not going to eat alive anything. Would you rather store all your photos on Facebook or store all your photos on Flickr? I don't actually know anything about Flickr, so I'm gonna go with Facebook. Would you rather watch Are You Afraid of the Dark or read Goosebumps? I actually quite like the Goosebumps books. They're creepy, but I like them. I don't do so well with horror movies. Would you rather live in. I don't know what that is and I don't want to butcher it, but live in a town in Brazil or live in New York? Um, just because I don't know what the other town is, or the other city, I guess, is. I mean, it'd be kind of annoying because there'd be a lot of people there, but I could ignore them. If you worked in close proximity to a coworker all day, would you rather they had a terrible bad odor or they played your least favorite music on repeat constantly? My least favorite music is one song, and that's because it was my alarm song. And now every time I hear it, it gets me irrationally annoyed. Um, I don't know if I could handle that because it would just be the one song on loop. Ugh, I don't know. Um, I'd go with the least favorite music because I would be able to put on earphones and not have to listen to it. That would annoy me the least. If you were a soldier, would you rather kill one innocent person to save 1,000 people, kill 100 enemy soldiers to save one innocent person? This is a difficult one because on one hand, yeah, you do want to be able to save a lot of people, but on the same hand, you don't want to kill an innocent person. But on another hand, even though the even though the soldiers are your enemy, it doesn't mean that they're not people. They're probably other people like you just trying to do their job. Ultimately, though, I think it would be easier to kill 100 enemy soldiers to save one person because you probably wouldn't try to relate to the enemies and make it uh, less morally painful. At least in my thing. Would I rather live in. I don't know what that is, or in Middle Earth? I already don't know what that is, so I know what Middle Earth is, so I'm gonna go with that. Rather be disemboweled by a Japanese sushi chef and as that English and served on a platter to Justin Bieber, or run through a pride of starving lions wearing Lady Gaga's meat dress. Just because it's more chaotic, I would run through a pack of lions. Would you rather vacation in the Pacific or the Caribbean? Caribbean because it's smaller and I have quite a fear of very deep waters. It's an irrational fear, but it's still there. Would you rather be blind or dumb? I don't know. I do a lot of art, and if I was blind, I would have to do it very differently, and it would probably be difficult for me, much more than it already is. And as far as dumb, it says at the bottom, dumb refers to the inability to speak. I mean, how many times have I stuttered already? And we're not that long into the video. So, I'd rather just be dumb, I guess. Would you rather die from hypothermia or hypothermia cold or hypothermia heat? They're both very painful ways to die. However, the heat, it really matters on what it is. If it's something like steam that is essentially broiling you alive, your nerves will remain intact and you will feel it the whole time. If it's something boiling like the hot springs at Yellowstone or just a general pot of boiling water, it would hurt, but your nerves would pretty quickly stop because they'd get damaged. And hypothermia. So I don't think hypothermia is. I think they're both really bad, but I think hypothermia is slightly less bad. Would you rather have the first name refrigerator or have the first name dishwasher? I'm gonna go with refrigerator because then I could be called fridge or reefer, if they so please. Would you rather be Batman or be Superman? Beating up bad guys and being rich, or have superpowers and a place that I can fucking hide from people. Well, technically, they both have places to hide. I'd rather be Batman. Would you rather be a regular on a daily soap opera or make one-line cameos in 3 large Hollywood blockbusters a year? I'd like the one-line cameos. I'm all for that kind of like just popping in, causing chaos, and leaving. And I think it would be funny because there would be like all these different clips of me just saying one line, and it's like it would take a while for people to like figure out who I am too. Would you rather castrate a lamb using only your teeth or wrestle a territorial 8-foot alligator by diving on its back? I want to fight an alligator, damn it. I don't care if it kills me. I want to fight a gator. I very, very, very slightly know how to handle them, but that's about it. If you saw a gang beating up a stranger, would you rather call the police but they don't get there in time, intervene, and save a life, but take an equally horrific beating? I will fight a bitch, okay? I will fight a bitch if they're starting shit. Um, it's how my brother and I usually got into fights. So, pain does not bother me. Um, would I rather have a beautiful lover that you are incompatible with or an ugly lover that you get along great with? Um, I don't think it really matters because I don't feel sexual attraction to people. So, like, I wouldn't have to really worry about that. I mean, I don't really go for looks anyways, but ultimately I'd need someone that I get along with, or we are not going to stay. Would you rather have no hands or have a naked fat guy stalking you at all times? I'd take the naked fat guy. I also think that would be funny, although it would probably get very creepy very quickly. Stalk your stalker. Oof. Don't stalk people, please. Would you rather have arms in the proportion to a T Rex or have a neck in proportion to a Brontosaurus? I probably said that wrong. No, I said it right. Giant neck or tiny arms? I don't know. They'd both be really annoying. If I had a really long neck, I'd continually bash my head off of stuff, and it would be very, very uncomfortable to work on my computer or really anything, especially since I don't have very good eyesight and I do have to have things within a certain distance from my face in order for me to see them, even with my glasses on. But the arms at the same time, I mean, maybe they could fit something that's kind of a prosthetic, kind of not, so that it wasn't so bad. I don't know. I'd go with the arms just because I feel like that could be easier remedied if I needed it to be than having a long ass neck. If you were an evil mastermind, would you rather have your lair be underwater or have your lair on the side of a cliff? I will not be underwater in a building. I don't like it. It freaks me out. Plus, side of a cliff, it's beautiful view. It's like if I'm going to be evil and build a base, I want everything necessary. I want it to be nice. I don't want it to be continually damp. Would you rather be wanted or be needed? I feel like this one is probably also a hard one. Because if you're wanted, then it doesn't matter what you can do for someone because they would want you around. Being needed means that the person is relying on you or something that you are doing, and they kind of, like, obviously they need you around. Um, I do like helping people, and I do like when I can help people, even if it's in the smallest way. But I would have to go with being wanted because I don't have a lot of people in real life that I would consider friends. I have two, and they're good friends, but I don't know. I just want people's approval because, I mean, I'm not exactly normal by neurotypical standards or from visual standards. I mean, I'm not ugly or weird. I'm not ugly or weird that way. I just don't really care about how I dress. So that combined with the fact that I am neurodivergent and I can be very annoying at times between constantly getting lost when I'm trying to have a conversation or butting into conversations because sometimes I have issues with that, or even just rambling on about tornadoes for an hour. And that's annoyed a lot of people in the past. So if I'm wanted, they would be able to deal with all of that, or they wouldn't mind it. Would I rather vacation in New York City or Tokyo? I really want to see other countries and I really want to learn more about their cultures from the country themselves because it's like better. Plus, in Tokyo, I don't have to worry about everything that I do in New York, like getting stabbed just because I'm there. I'm sure it's probably not crime free, but the Japanese have things figured out better than we do. Live in a foreign city and not know the language, or live on an island alone. Mm, I could deal with foreign city not knowing the language. In fact, when I get older, I just may move to a foreign city because I want to. Would you rather control the elements or time? The concept of controlling time scares the fuck out of me, so I will stick with elements. Because I feel like I would just mess everything up because I already don't understand the concept of time now. If I controlled time, it would be so bad. Would I rather suck a hobo's toe for 2 minutes or be in a cage with a honey badger and a lion for 20 seconds? Honestly, the honey badger and the lion are gonna be beefing with each other, and it's not that long. So you have a you have a decent chance of survival there. You might get bit, but it shouldn't be that bad. Would you rather be a tomboy or a girly girl? I've been a tomboy a long time. I like to. Well, I mean, I grew up on a farm. I played in the mud. I helped with the horses. I loaded hay. I played in the woods. I did a lot of outdoor things that required more. They required less caring about how you look, and I really, really enjoyed those. I mean, sometimes, yeah, I might want to dress up. I do have some dresses that I really, really like. Maybe I want to put them on, put makeup on, and just exist like that. But usually, usually I don't care about what I'm wearing. Would you rather eat Lay's potato chips or Pringles? I don't really like either of them, but I think Pringles are the lesser of the two evils with me. At least they have consistent texture, though. Would you rather have no family or have no friends? I I don't know because I have had no friends before, and I was fine with that. But the whole but my issue is that I've been working in one of my alternate universes where the main character does not have a family but does have like a found family and is like happy. I mean, with your family, you don't have control over who it is and how they are. But with friends, you have a little bit more control. You can make sure that you're around good people, people who treat you like a human being. They treat you well. You know, they don't try to get you into trouble. They don't belittle you. They don't invalidate your thoughts and feelings. So I'm going with Mainly because I was staring at it. Anyways, would you rather eat the same thing 3 meals a day for the rest of your life, or eat whatever you want but have to eat a poop sandwich once a month? As an autistic person with a severe issue with textures in my mouth, I would rather eat the same thing because obviously it would be something that I know I don't have a problem with the texture, so I wouldn't have to worry about reflexively gagging because the texture in my mouth is disgusting feeling. Would you rather have narcolepsy or chronic insomnia? I already have chronic insomnia. It is not good. Okay, let me put it this way. The first visit with my psychiatrist, she pretty much looked at me, asked a few questions, and was like, "Yeah, you don't sleep." So it is quite bad, but I have learned how to live on not a lot of sleep and pretty much none of that sleep actually being restful. I have issues that need to be sorted out. Would you rather play GoldenEye, which I don't know what that is? I know it's a game, but I don't know what that is, or play Halo? I kind of know what Halo is, and it doesn't matter which one I choose because I am gonna suck no matter what. But Halo I'm at least slightly familiar with. Alright. Live with no electronics or live with no friends? I can be a hermit because the electronics are not going to stab me in the back. They're not going to stop being there because of something that happens to me. Would you rather own 10,000 Mr. Potato Heads or 10,000 bobbleheads? My question is where the heck would I put them all? Oh no, my nail. I'll cut it later. I ripped my nail. It's trying to grow them out, but it don't work so well. Um, Probably the bobbleheads because Mr. Potato Heads they have faces that you can take off, and that would be really annoying to try and keep track of all of that. So bobbleheads, and just place them everywhere to freak people out, or for me to fidget with. Would I rather shoot a shotgun or a handgun? I have actually shot both, and well, normally I was using a shotgun or a rifle because it's a lot easier to learn than a handgun. But I really enjoyed shooting the handgun and I really want to do it again. So, handgun. Would you rather be the best known person in a small band that under 200 people know, or be some guy on the sidelines of your favorite band? Hmm. I like the thought of people liking me. I like it a lot. I probably have issues. No, we're not going to talk about it. Already did that one. Have all fingers and toenails removed quickly, or have deep paper cuts on the webbing between each finger and toe slowly. I'd rather deal with that because if I don't have nails, I'm gonna have a lot more issues with the texture and how it looks, and I'm gonna be cringing a lot, and I'm gonna probably try and scratch at it and make it worse. Would I rather be able to open doors unassisted, or unable to open doors unassisted, or unable to climb stairs unassisted? So, doors are kind of my enemy. I don't have very good depth perception. Um, so I'm gonna go with doors, and this is gonna be the last one because my recording's getting ready to end. But anyways, doors are my enemy because I continually run into them whether they're open or closed. So, anyways, I hope you enjoy the video. If you liked it and actually want to watch it again, then